And welcome to tonight's show. Oh, that is loud as fuck. Let me just turn that down a minute. There we go. Okay, so it's not your usual URL today, because that happens on Saturday, and it goes live from Michael Walker's studio. So today I'm going to do a little talk on the distortion. I have 12 distortion pedals, ranging from unknowns to very branded. So we've got a Behringer here. Was my favourite pedal for a while. We've got Electro Harmonics here. We've also got some SCAT. We've also got some Game Changer audio. We've got some Boss. We've got some other little random bits and pieces going around. So yeah, I thought I'd do a Let's Talk. I haven't done a Let's Talk in for fucking ever. And so I thought I'd do one today. So here we are. This is going to be all about distortion. I'm going to chuck the TD3 through it. I'm also going to chuck the TR8 through it. And I've tuned up my bass and my guitar to put some bass and guitar through it as well. So we'll see how it all goes. And I guess, like, I was going to do this anyway because I've got like a bunch of pedals, bunch of distortion pedals, and I wanted to figure out which ones go better where. And so I thought I'd do this while you guys were watching, you know? It's going to be super fucking geeky tonight, and I mean super fucking geeky. So if you're not down for a whole bunch of people drooling over distortion pedals, then this is not going to be the stream for you. There's going to be very little music going on this evening. And it's all going to be just 303s and distortion, and that's literally it. But before we start, before we get into any of this, I want to point out how shit the kick is on the TR8. You ready? Now let me know how it sounds, people. Okay, here's another one. Which one is it? Is it Kit? No, it's Thingy. Why would anybody want the kick from a TR8 or an 808 or a 909? They're fucking horrible. Need some distortion. Bone Dog, you're absolutely right. How is the sound like there at the moment, people? It's redlining a little here, and I don't really want it to be causing distortion, unnecessary distortion, on the stream. So let me know how the sound is at the moment. But yeah, I mean, here, let's do it again. Fucking hell! Let's play around with the tune. The attack, the decay, compression. Honestly, change it. Let's play around with the attack. Does that actually do anything? The decay. Does it? And the compression. Let's change it again. And like, that's it. I mean, there are more kicks in there, but fucking hell. Now, let's just rock on over to what the MPC sounds like. I mean, for God's sake. Admittedly, that is one of Ben's kicks from his kick pack, but fuck me, the drum, the kick drum on any TR8 or whatever is just fucking awful. I'm going to knock that down a bit and turn that up a bit, and hopefully that'll do it. It's not quite a URL this evening, Jordan. It's a talk about distortion. So I have 12 distortion pedals which I've collected over the years. Some are better than others. Some are branded. Some are not. I'm hoping this isn't going to run much past an hour, but to try and get all 12 done in that time, it might be a little bit difficult. So, no beef in the kick, absolutely. Like there's nothing in there, and the only a lot of the techno producers back in the day used to get Mackie mixers, old Mackie mixers, and overdrive them to create some distortion for the kick. So why anybody would want that is just absolutely beyond me. I don't get it. Like I say, I hope the sound's okay out there. And yeah, we will be. So I've loaded up my 303 with some very classic acid lines that you probably all should recognise. So you know they are official acid lines, I guess. And then we're going to see how much the distortion changes these sounds. Right, let me just grab this one out a minute. Please don't fall down. Don't do that. Stay there. Right, so this is the first one that I'm gonna test out, and I'm gonna chuck it through the TD3. So random distortion. I think I picked this up for about a tenner in Cash Converters many moons ago. Many moons ago. So this is the one we're gonna test first. So we'll just plug it back in. There we go. Like I say, this is going to be uber fucking geeky stuff. This is just going to be me playing acid lines with distortion over them all night long, and that's literally all it's going to be. There's no music, there's no blah 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 blah, and I have to wear my glasses because I can't see fuck all. I didn't think Mark should criticise the TRA so much when he sold me one for hundreds of pounds. No, Bad Badger. No, you got the TRA S, which means you can put your own samples in it, which means you can make it sound like this. And like I say, that's from Ben's kick pack. Up that down and do that a bit. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? I hope so. I can hear me in my headphones. So yeah, that's that kick. What is that? Where am I going to use this? Anyway. Let's not get lost on how bad the kick drum is on a TR8 or a TR9 or whatever. There, you know, oh, it's a classic drum machine. Yeah, but it sounds wank. Why would you pay $4,000 for it? It sounds fucking wank as fuck. Anyway, oh, what's falling off here? I know we're good. Right. So here we are with 303 lines. Let's just play you. That's what it sounds like with that. Right, let's just play. There's the distorted line. And as with every distortion, as you can hear, it just raises the noise floor a little bit, which is what it's doing now. You can hear the in the background. Turn the distortion level down a little bit, and it disappears nicely. So there we go. Let's play that again. And there it is with the original line in there as well. So we have unprocessed here, and then we have the distortion there. And myself, I think it's really important to do parallel processing on a TD3. Aaron Quartz one time said that distortion destroys all the frequencies that you want for acid. So as far as I'm concerned, you have to have the original sound and the distorted sound as well, and you can do that very easily on the TD3 because it's got a main out and then a headphones out. You can actually split the headphones out into two mono, so that you can have like a delay pedal on with it as well. But thankfully the MX1 has the delay on there that we need, so this is what it sounds like with delay. That's what it sounds like without. Distortion, tone, I've only got three knobs on this one. One's a level, one's a distortion. Distortion, tone and level, that's literally all the parameters we've got on this one. mean, it's just fucking awful. Anyway. Before we go any further, I guess we should talk about the distortion that comes on the 303 itself. Apparently, I've heard that it is this one, but you get no tone, no distortion, and no level control on it whatsoever at all, and this is what it sounds like. Oh, you do get tone. Which isn't that bad. Anyway, that is the first pedal that we are going to be testing this evening. It's just got distortion written on it, and for me, it sounds pretty good. See, I'm not too keen on the DS2, but we'll get to that in a minute, Alan. Parallel processing of FX is an excellent technique on all sorts of instruments. I did this the other day in a project, sent the drums over to a compressor distortion to blend back with the original. Yeah, absolutely. You need the original to keep the character, and then you want the distortion to add to it, but without taking away any of those, frequencies that are really, really important. Right, so I'm now going to chuck the kick drum from the TRA into it. So let's just do that. Alright, and you're going to live there now. Ooh, can you hear that noise floor? It's massive already. Let's turn the distortion down a little bit. There we go. Right, now let's see what she sounds like. There we go. Very, very quiet, isn't she? Stick with that kit for now. So that's what she sounds like that. Now we're getting somewhere with that kick. Yeah? Yeah, crunchy. So, that is the first pedal. Let's see what she sounds like through... Let's stick a bass on it, shall we? Where is my plectrum? There you are, you're over there. Let's just... Like I say, this might take a while to get through all 12. Hopefully I'll speed up a bit of this and see where we go. Andrew Fox, I could get the right thump out of a TR8. That's where the extra gain function in the menu somewhere. Yeah, I've turned it all up to full. I have literally turned it up full. Alright, let's grab that. I may not do this with all of them. Yeah! And without. So, that's what she sounds like, but she's got a hell of a noise floor. So that's what she sounds like through a guitar, and I kind of like that. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on to the Behringer, which was actually my distortion pedal of choice for a long, long time. So, here we go. Ultra metal, it's lost its spring on the inside, so it's very temperamental. Oh, you're going to have fun on the bass rig this weekend. God, I hope so, mate. I hope so. Don't forget, we will be in Michael Walker's studio for the URL on tour, and there is the promotion for that. But right now, we are talking distortion. There's 21 minutes. I've only just tested one pedal. Damn it. Okay, let's get these plugged in. In. Out. And now what I like about this pedal is you've got loads of controls over it. There is distortion, high, mids, low, mid frequency, and level. So there's lots and lots to choose from. So that was the pedal that we tested first. And it was okay. It worked. You know, for a tenor down at Cash Converters, you can't go fucking far wrong. Do you know what I mean? Right, so let's see what the Behringer one sounds like. This is the original line. Let's pick a different acid patch, and off we go. Anyone tell me where this acid line comes from? And like I say, you've got a lot more control over the sound over this one. And for that, that's just a distorted sound. So, first knob that I'm tweaking is the high frequencies. Here's the mids. And then the highs. And see how much more fuller it sounds when you've got the original 303 in there as well. But for me, the tone isn't amazing on that one. But the fact that you've got so much control over the sounds that's coming out of it means that you can craft it really well. So you're not just limited to like tone and distortion and that's it. You've got all kinds of frequencies that you can mess around with in there. All right, should we see what it sounds like with that awful fucking kick from the TR8? Come on. There we go. Alrighty. There we go. Listen to that noise floor. Got the pedal turned down to about, what is that, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, full on. Wow. Horrendous, horrendous, horrendous noise floor. But like you, as you can see there, you've got scope to it's an effect on the drums, and you can do what you need to do with it. I've never had analog distortion with a wet and dry knob. Yeah, most of them were like distortion on off, wet and dry, I guess. Let's see what it sounds like through a bass. Oh, what have I done with my plectrum? Ah, there it is. Let's see what it sounds like through a bass. It's got much more presence on a bass. Let's just turn that distortion up. There we go. Now I like that for the bass. I think that's a really good meaty fucking distortion to it. I much prefer when FX have separate volume controls for the wet-dry signals. Yeah, absolutely. There's a real hole in the market for a wet-dry blend hardware box. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, can you sing? No, I can't sing, Jordan. La 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 la. So let's see what the bass sounds like. Oh yeah. Feedback. I love a bit of feedback. So that's the distortion from the Behringer pedal, and like I say, for me that was pedal of choice for a long time. It was cheap. I think I got it off of, oh god, where did I get it? Oh, they've closed down now. They were in Clifton. I can't remember who they were now. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. I'm gonna rock on to the DS distortion now, which is apparently what you get with the actual TD3. Apparently, it's a clone of this, and again, you only get a tone, distortion, and level, and that's it. Tell maybe to stop singing. So let's plug this one in and see how she sounds. There's the out. So we're on to our third pedal, and let's see how she sounds. Like I say, that one you just heard was the Behringer Ultra Metal, and like I say, it's got quite a few EQ settings on it to make it, a much more handier pedal. So like I say, even though the tone is not amazing out of this one, it's got loads of controls on it, Okay, so the distortion pedal that comes with the TD3. Let's listen to the TD3. Let's change the pattern again. You should all know where this one comes from. Right, and now this is the distortion from the TD3. So, which actually isn't that bad. Blade, well done, Sapro. So, let's knock the distortion off of there and see what it sounds like here. Apart from that noise floor, what are we on? Oh, we're on low. Oh, okay, let's change that. Oh no, they both are. Oh. It's very thin. But apparently this is what comes with it. Although I prefer the built-in on the TD3 as opposed to the DS. That noise floor is insane. Listen to that hum. Yeah, and you can hear that over the actual acid line. You know, listen for it. You still hear it there. And then this is both of them put through it. Yeah. If I'm honest, this is my least favourite distortion pedal there is. Gate pedal pre-distortion. Yeah, absolutely. Gate your pedal also a noise gate beforehand will not let any sound through, so you won't get that high pitch hum which is there. Hear it? Absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. So should we chuck some drums through this one? See what she sounds like. Like I say, this is possibly my least favourite pedal there is. There we go. Right. Listen to that noise floor. It's fucking insane. All right, let's play a kick. Without. Oh, squash the fuck out of it. Without. How badly that squashes the sound. It's fucking ridiculous. Ah. Getting a nice sound out of this one is almost impossible. I'm using the PSU. I've got a 9-way adapter for it. But you know, if you can, you know, level it up. All these levels are all over the place this evening. But yeah, this has to be my least favourite distortion pedal that there is. For me, it sounds horrible. Like I say, it's ridiculous, and that's what the TR8 sounds like. Anyway, let's throw a guitar through this one, see what she sounds like through a guitar. 3 pedals down, 30 minutes in. It's probably going to run to about an hour and a half then, this one. There we go, we're in there. And I've tuned this to D, just to make it easier. Still sounds slightly out of tune. It's just... Anyway, so that is my least favourite distortion pedal. I think I picked that up in a trade with Gen S, going back, oh god, about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something along those lines. And like I say, it is possibly my least favourite pedal out of all of them. Right, what should we do next? Let's do this one next. This is a very, very special pedal. Apparently all the bits inside here are vintage. There are only 5. Oh, other one. There are only 5 of these in existence. This comes from Matthias Soccer, and there is a little inscription on the back. It says, "Dear Mark, Pierrot the Acid Clown, Gardner, thank you so much for your time, all the things you demo for the Clown Army. May this distortion make your 303 scream like never before. Your choice honours me. Thank you again, Matthias Soccer." Not a problem. Like I say, there are only 5 of these in existence. I know Maudio's got one, and I know Matthias Soccer's got one, which means there are 2 more in the wild somewhere. This thing, this is my distortion of choice for my 303, and you're about to find out why. I haven't actually tried this through a guitar yet. Let's see. Okay, so that was that one. The last pedal you heard was that one, the DS one. And if I'm honest, I think that the Behringer clone on the TD3 itself sounds much better than this pedal. Much better than this pedal. This is, like I say, my least favorite distortion out there. Okay, so let's rock on to the Matthias Soccer one. This one is good, like really fucking good. Let's just stop that. Let's find a different pattern. Jesus, that's loud. Original. And then this is what the distortion sounds like. So, the original line, coupled with some delay, and the distortion, let's see what the noise floor is like. That's the noise floor on that one, which isn't actually that bad. Turn it down to about 3 o'clock, and the noise floor absolutely disappears. And for me, that one just creates the warmest sound that hugs the 303 and makes it just so much better. Like, really does. I mean, I played this. Tim, the Sour Alien, came around a couple of weeks back, and I played him one of my acid lines going through and he was like, "That really sounds close to the original." It's like, yeah, all of the clones, all of the TB303 clones, lack that really, really deep warble that you've got, which is what the delay without. There you go, puts it in. A little bit of slop. So for me, for like the past God knows how long, that has been my distortion of choice for my 303. However, I have two new pedals. So maybe this one won't be my distortion of choice after we get through this show. But let's see, shall we? All right, let's stick a kick through it and see what that sounds like. There we go. That one. Already, listen to the noise floor. Huge. Now we're down at about 1 o'clock. See, now you've got a kick that's usable. MPC, what you can do with the MPC on this one. And to me, that's kind of usable. Whoa. But the noise floor is insane. Noise floor is insane. Again, a gate pedal, a noise gate pedal on that will sort that out. Yeah, hats through distortion never sound good. It's just kind of compressing it and making it sound fucking horrible. However, like you can separate the kick on this, and if it was me, I would separate the kick on this and chuck it through something like that just to make it sound. Yeah, and then. Like I say, that has been my pedal of choice for distortion for a long time since Matthias Socker gave it to me about 4 years ago. Probably even a little bit longer than that, I think. But yeah, that's what that's his standard of craftsmanship, and he absolutely gives a shit about his products. Right, so I've not done this before, so let's chuck it through a guitar. See what it sounds like through a guitar. Like I say, I've down-tuned this one to D. Just to make it easier to finger, but Alright, there we go. Alright, let's see what she sounds like through that. Oh yeah! Oh ho ho! Just turn that down a bit. Listen to that. I love fucking feedback. So, like, on all the three things that I've put this pedal on so far, it's come out on top. Yeah? Like, unbelievable so. What's the name of the distortion pedal we are listening to? It comes from Matthias Soccer, who is one half of the Super Acid Bros. He lives in France, and there's only 5 in existence. I've been badgering him since he gave it to me to ask for a second one, because like I say, the distortion is just amazing. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. He's going to love this. I'll send him a copy of it. But yeah, here we go. Feedback. Yeah! Who loves a bit of feedback? I think this is out of tune again. Yes! Bit of Slash for you there. That's Sliver by Velvet Revolver. And so, as far as I'm concerned, that pedal so far has come out on top. Yeah, you put anything through it and it sounds fucking delicious. And that is what you want, right? A very versatile pedal that is good for everything, you know? So you don't just have to... And this is why I want Matthias Soccer to build another one. But like I say, sources all the bits... they're all retro bits, so finding the bits to make the pedal is a little bit difficult. But yeah, like I say, that for me is one of my favourite fucking pedals. It really is. Okay, let's do a Big Muff next. So, picked this one up on Marketplace for about 35 quid. About 6-8 months ago, something along those lines. And this is the original Big Muff. It's not an original, because they don't sell the originals anymore, because they are like rocking horse poop. I know a few people who've got them. Yeah. Stop making me want to play with my guitar. Well, if you're going to do that, then get a Matthias Soccer pedal. So yeah, I'll show you the pedal that you have just listened to as well. Because I get the feeling a lot of people are now going to tap up Matthias Soccer and say, start bloody producing more of them, mate, because they are absolutely amazing. Okay, that's the Big Muff in, and that's the guitar Big Muff. We also have a bass Big Muff here, which is used by Muse. I like this one, but for a very good reason. Okay, so that last pedal that you heard was this one. Like I say, just 5 in existence. And yeah, just literally 3 controls on it: sweat and balls and level, in and out, and a nice little thingy from Matthias Soccer. But that pedal, for me, at the moment, stands head and shoulders above it. Really does. When it's a time limit for doing the remix, which remix are we talking about, Morgan? Because if you're talking about the Dave Bully remix, then you've got until about the end of the month, so you've got a little while. But yeah, that was the last pedal you're listening to. We're about to listen to a muff, a Big Muff. Right, so let's change the pan again. Let's go over there. Listen to what it sounds like originally. Right, let's see what it sounds like with a bit of distortion on it. Ooh! Really picking out those highs. You can still just about hear that noise floor. Let's just stop it. Yeah, you can just about hear the noise floor on this one. So we have a volume. We have a tone and we have a sustain. Let's leave the volume at about there, and no, it's gonna have to go up. There we go. Hear it? So here's the tone. And then the sustain. But it's got a fairly warm sound to it. Okay, so turn off. We just have to turn it down a little bit to get over that noise floor that comes in. And we have a wicker. way less than ideal. That was the wicker, actually. Whatever this WICKER, it's a little flip switch. Here it kind of brings it down. However, it's got a fairly nice sound to it. Alright, let's stick some kicks through it. Sorry if I miss any comments. It's very difficult to do this and read comments at the same time. But anyway, oh, listen to that noise floor. It's huge. Side chain on it. Could be a delay on it. Take the side chain off. So, original kick. What the big muff sounds like through it, and then both of them together. And for me, that works. Mess about with the tone. Sustain. Actually, a very pleasant sound from that kick that we've double processed over it. So we've got the original kick going in there, and then the distorted line as well. Morgan says, how does the sustain work on a distortion? Morgan Juniper, sustain, not like a synth sustain, call sustain as in it stretches out the guitar's notes with the distortion. Yeah, which sometimes you probably don't want on a kick drum, maybe. You know. Well, I'll just run that through again. Here's the sustain. Off. 12 o'clock. Full on. And there you can really hear it pulling it down. For me, 12 o'clock is about where it needs to be. Turn it up and it turns to shit a little bit. Anyway, there's that. Shall we chuck it through a guitar, which is actually what it's designed for, this pedal. Most of them are designed for pedals, guitars, to be honest. So yeah, let's see what she sounds like through a guitar. Listen to my awful playing again. Alright, let's just What's going on here? Oh, that's the noise floor coming through, is it? Oh, no, stop playing. Right, let's stop that. That was loud. Oh, no, we need a cable. Okay, where are we going? There we go. Right. Clean. Very bassy. Let's just turn the sustain down on that so that Morgan Juniper can get a better idea of what sustain does to a guitar. And full on. If you were in a band, you wouldn't need a bassist because literally that covers, you know, the bass tones and the lead tones. So quite a pleasant pedal, if I'm honest. Not amazing. It did well on the kicks. It did okay on the 303, and did really well on the guitar. So that is the original Big Muff. Let's just rock on over to, and I bought this. I actually bought this from PMT. About a year ago, I think, when I was playing with Brainsniff for my TD3, but I hated the sound that it produced on it. But you wait until I put a bass through it. All right, so let's dismantle the muff, the original muff. Input, yep. That one there, and then. So this is the bass muff, and the pedal that you just heard was that one. Nice bassy tone to it. Worked really well on the kicks. Worked okay on the 303, and worked really well on the guitar. So there's that one. We're about an hour in. We've got a few pedals left. That's cool. Right, let's play with the Big Muff. That is 4 basses. Again. 3 knobs: volume, tone, sustain, bass boost, and a dry on it, and a normal. So 3, yeah, it's got three settings on it. So let's try dry first of all. Let's rock onto a different pattern. Dry, normal, and then a bass boost. all the way, sustain all the way up. You see, it brings out more bass tones. And with the original line. For me, though, this one just adds a little tickle. It's not like the full-on distortion that we got with Matthias Socker's distortion pedal, and it's not quite the what we got with this one as well. Yeah, it's a little tickle. It's a little tickle to the sound. It sounds good, but it's not overly distorted, if you know what I mean. Wait until we put a bass through it. Wait until we put a bass through it. All right, let's chuck some drums through it. Do that. Let's throw some drums through it, see what she sounds like. See? Oh, fucking hell. There we go. Right, this is the original. With the tone and sustain down. Like I say, it just gives a little presence. It's just a little tickle. It doesn't, you know. Almost muffled, yeah. There we go. It's kind of nice, a little bit nicer. Alright, and then dry, which I'm guessing is the same, not almost the same as off. So, for the 303. It added a little tickle to it. It was a nice amount of distortion. It wasn't amazing, but it just added a little tickle that, you know, it needed. With the kicks, I don't think that really worked too well, but, you know, you can make up your own mind on that one. What have I done with my plectrum now? Oh, I'm going to have to find another one. Hold on. There we go. Right, but now listen to it through a bass. And this is just absolute. Well, I'll let you listen to it first, and then we'll openly discuss it a little bit after that. All right. Okay. So my bass is tuned to E, and my guitar is down tuned to D, just to make fingering easier. All right. Are you ready? Oh. Savage. And for me, that is one of the awesome sounds that comes out of a bass. Savagely bassy. I like the notes that it catches in between as well. For me, this is how I want my bass to sound all the fucking time. Great for that. Like I say, when I put it on my 303, because that's what I originally bought it for, it just disappointed the hell out of me. And then I plugged my bass into it, and it's like, actually, sounds like Lemmy. Thank you very much, Wayne. Actually, that sounds really fucking good. So. Imagine that with the guitar over the top of it. Sounds lush. Okay, so far the Big Muff pedals are doing okay, but not like lush. Right, let's just put that there for a minute. That was the Big Muff pedal. Shall we rock on into something else? That was the Big Muff pedal. And that's what she looks like and sounds like. Like I say, that is my preferred distortion for my bass. For me, that's how I want my bass to sound. The other ones did really well, but that's how I prefer my bass to sound. Ooh, hello. Stood on my wires. Right. Okay, so this is an interesting little pedal. Apparently it's got like 2 compressors, a limiter, a distortion, and something else on it. This is a weird little pedal. It's called the Wild West. I got it from Elevator Sounds many years ago. It's actually had quite a few owners. I think Bad Badger's had this for a bit. I think somebody else has had this for a bit. It's a weird pedal. It really is a weird pedal. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. Alright, so let's find a different patch on there. And what does it sound like? Anyone guess the acid line? Let's see what the distortion this pedal sounds like. Squashing it. There you go, and just letting it go again. Squashes fuck out of it. It's a weird little pedal. Like I say, it's 2 limiters, a compressor, and something else on there. There's a volume knob on it as well. Right. That's what the 303 sounds like through it. Like I say, it's a very quirky little pedal, and I believe this one was actually designed for drums. So, let's stick some drums through it, shall we? And you'll understand why in a minute, because there's loads of little sweet spots within all of the like I say, there's 5 knobs, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 knobs. So there's all kinds of little sweet spots within it. So let's plug it in through here. and then see what this sounds like. Noise floor is very low on this one. Very, very low on this one. Like I say, there's endless little sweet spots on this thing. Stick a sidechain and then some delay. Bouncing and playing. Like I say, quirky little pedal, and creates little sweet spots within the drum machine. It's adding mental harmonics. Yeah, absolutely, that's what it does. Like I say, there's two limiters, a compressor, and some other bits and pieces on there, which do add harmonics to the kit. Now, I've never put this through a guitar or a bass, so I've got no idea what this is going to sound like through that. But let's give it a go. Oh, my strap's all twisted. Don't do that. Morgan says, I like the quirk. Yeah, that's why I bought it in the first place. It was either that or like a grit distortion pedal. I'm like, I've got a lot of distortion pedals. Let's see what this thing sounds like. And because of its quirk, I've not used it in too many places. Let's see what this sounds like. Wow. Like I say, quirky little pedal. And it's not really a distortion pedal, but it does give the effect of a distortion pedal. It's called the Wild West pedal, and I can't remember who made it, but it's like a bespoke pedal. There's only like about, I don't know, 100 in existence. And like I say, I got it from Elevator Sounds long time ago. Right, we are coming to the end, which is probably a good thing because we've been on an hour and 20 minutes now. So, I get the feeling I'm going to be selling that Boss pedal. Just really don't like it. Really don't like it. The Big Muff was kind of nice. Added a little bit of bass to things. The bass Big Muff was much better on a guitar than it was on a thingy. We have a little pedal here, but I believe it's a little bit broken. Let me just... I got this one from Bad Badger a little while back, but he's got some issues with... oh, hold on, I'll show you that in a minute. Let's just power him on. Yeah, there we go. So, that was the pedal that you just listened to. Yeah. Operate Electronics is the manufacturer of that one. Like I say, you'll have a hard job finding this one. It's called Wild West. And the parameters on it are Varmin, Lasso, Rodeo, I can't read that, and Cactus. So yeah, it's a very bespoke little pedal, this one. Works much better for drum machines, creating those little harmonics that you were talking about there, Sapro. So that's that one. Like, not so good on the bass, not so good on the 303, but really fucking good on the drums because it creates those little harmonics. So, there's that one. Okay, so we've got a little Stag Blacks metal pedal. So let's see what she sounds like through a 303. Here is the original. Oh, we're back to Blade. And then... yeah, can you hear that? You probably can't because it's... you got to push down. Listen to that noise floor. Yeah, can you hear that? And then you take it off and it does that. Which is a real shame because I actually like the sound that comes out of this one. But it's a little bit poorly and it needs some attention before we can actually go through with it and mark it. It's a real shame because I kind of like the distortion that one gives, although the noise floor is massive on it. So that was that one. And it's this button here that has the problem. You have to push it down. I did spray some contact cleaner in there, hoping that was gonna do it, but no. Yeah, I can't find Operate. Literally, it was like 5 years ago or something like that I bought it from Elevator Sounds, and the guy used to live above Elevator Sounds, and he used to make a whole bunch of pedals for Elevator Sounds, just for Elevator Sounds. So yeah, the chances of you finding that one anywhere are slim to minimal. I use one of those, use a noise gate, but can sound amazing. Yeah, absolutely. The little Blacks one, like I say, it needs a little bit of love and attention before it's. But I actually like the sound that comes out of that. But the noise floor is massive on that one. Alrighty, I'm pretty sure this is why you're all fucking here. And here she is. The plasma pedal. The plasma pedal. Shall we see what she sounds like? I'm very interested in this. Now, where are we? In, out, and that. There we go. Right. Now, I've heard these are noisy. So let's just turn the volume down on it, and we'll turn everything down on it to start with. Let's stick with the Blade sample. Okay, so let's just walk you through these. Okay, so blend is up full. Here's the low frequency. Voltage. And the high frequency. On its own. That bass frequency is savage on it. And you have a blend on it as well, which just have to... trying to make up my mind as to whether I like it or not. It's got a very electrical sound, which I'm guessing it would do for a pedal that is... don't know if I like the voltage bit uncontrolled. Yeah, absolutely. It's very metallic, and it adds little warmth. And when you do get up into low frequencies, it adds like fucking shitloads of warmth. So here it is. Listen to that. It's very screechy. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's all about finding those sweet spots again. Should we see what it sounds like through some drums? I mean, I like the pedal. It's not the nicest distortion available. Again, for me, the Soccer or the Big Muff, for me, sound good. All right, let's just plug this into there. Alrighty, let's see what she sounds like with some drums. Wow. Let's add the kick in. I actually really like that through the kicks. I think that's a great pedal for the kicks. See, you never know where things are going to lie when you buy these things. You're like, oh, I'll put my 303 through it. Yeah, it sounds all right, but drums are much better. Let's see what she sounds like through a bass. We have one pedal left. Okay. Oh, get off. You can already see that that's making a noise through there. Quiet as fuck. That's beautiful. Bass has this pedal got? Take some of it out. And just because I've not done this before, let's stick it through a guitar as well and see what it sounds like there. I know that's why Leaf bought it in the first place, for a distortion pedal for his guitar. But yeah, I think it works better on drums, if I'm honest. Welcome to the party, Sibby. How's it going? Oh. Right, let's see what she sounds like through a guitar. I mean, I like the pedal, I really do. It's got a very metallic sound to it, which I kind of like. Alright, let's see what she sounds like. Oh. Just take the bass out of it a little bit. Turn the voltage down a touch. I love what it does just after the note's finished. Yeah, absolutely. It's like a noise gate back on itself. It's like, okay, we'll let a little out and then just kill it. Hear it playing with the sound? I love that on a guitar. I think the plasma pedal works so much better on a guitar. Oh, yeah, through a guitar, that sounds fucking amazing. Oof, 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 oof. Yeah, I like that through a guitar. I really fucking do. Welcome to the party, Hostaport. It's only a cheap East Coast white Les Paul. I gave it to somebody about 20 years ago, and they gave it back to me because they bought a better one. Okay, so that was the plasma pedal. Next up, we have this little bad boy, the Double Trouble from S-Cat. So this is the pedal we are going to end on, and I have to get the instructions out for this because yeah, I know very little about it. Right, and it doesn't fire on 9 volt; it's a 24 volt. So plug source. Let me just plug it in. Oh, I love distortion. I love feedback. Feedback's fucking beautiful. All right, come on, get out. There we go. Right, let's plug this one in. Just find a plug hole. There we go. There's one. Oh, my back. So that's that plugged in. So you do get the adapter when you buy one off of S-Cat, but your normal 9 volts will not work on it. Okay. So let's just plug him in. Input 1. Let's go there. Input 1 and output 1. Right, so we are on the TD. Ow! Pinched me, little bastard. Okay, so like I say, I know very little about this pedal. You get a nice little instruction manual with it as well. Here tells you how to do it. Also got some blank charts, and apparently you can plug input 1. Is that output? Output 1 into input 2. Yeah. So you can patch it into itself, which is why it's called the Double Trouble. Nice, like it. Okay. So let's give it a listen, shall we? Alright, let's find a patch that we maybe haven't used yet. What does that one sound like? Okay, so that's the original acid line. And here it is with the distortion. Level, distortion. So let's just... So the level, distortion. And then you have a transient boost. One. Two. Okay. So let's try doing some patching to this one. I just got to find a patch cable. Hold on. I did say tonight's show was going to be uber geeky. Literally, it's just me listening to distortion, and I've wanted to do this for a little while, just to see, which pedal works the best. Okay, let's grab a cable. Now, apparently, you input 2. Is that correct? And then, yeah. Plug it through there. I believe that's right. I'm just going to have a quick look at the user manual in a minute. So yeah, input 1, input 2. Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's see what this sounds like with double trouble. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh ho! Now we are cooking with gas. Let's just walk you through what we've got going on here. We've got a transient boost, we have filter peak mode, pre-distortion and post-distortion, and an on-off for it. So let's turn the first distortion down, let's turn the transient down, let's set those at 12, and let's see how she sounds. This is... okay. Right, so you need both levels. That's got some throat to it, hasn't it? Ho ho! That's the peak filter. Turn it off. Back on again, right up full. That's pre-distortion, and that's post-distortion. Oh. Original sound. Oh, I got a cat. Say hello to the cat. Okay. I think I found my new favourite distortion. God. Good God, that sounds good. Like I say, I think I found my new favourite distortion. Hello, Unhinged Filth. Right, let's whack something else through it. Let's whack some drums through it and see how that sounds. I get the feeling this is going to sound big as fuck. Oh, hello. Don't do that. Thank you. Put that in there. And then in here. And see what she sounds like. Let's turn some things down. Whoa. Okay, original kick. What kit on the TR8 is that? It is kit 1, I believe. Yeah, kit 1. Kick drum number 2. So here is that's what it sounds like on its own. Woof. Woof. Alright, let's just turn distortion level 2 down. Oh, actually we can turn it off, can't we? Turn the transient shaper down. It really picks up the snares. Finney says, "What an unfortunate name." Are we talking about the pedal here or something else? Anyway, this is that's the transient shaper on it. Fucking hell. Let's turn the other one on. Holy fucking hell. Cat, will you stop tarting about at my feet, please? Okay, so for drums, I get the feeling the double treble is possibly the pedal you should get. That was savage. Absolutely savage. Come on, Cat, go and play with the dog. Alright, that is the last pedal. Should we chuck a guitar through it and see what it sounds like? Ooh, that was sexy. And each turn of that dial just made it even more sexy. What does the cat meow sound like through it? I'm guessing. Okay, so we are coming to the end of my Let's Talk. And it looks like I'm going to be selling a few of my pedals. I'll give you a bit of a rundown in a minute. Just give me a minute. Right, there we go. Okay. So... one distortion. Let's give it some... yeah. Okay. So, I am not surprised that a pedal from SCAT, which is Aaron Courts and Straight Jacket, with his lovely wife, I can't remember her name right now, would be the best. Well, I don't know about the best, but would be a strong contender for a 303 box. Like strong contender. And I've got to say that I am very, very impressed with the double treble and how she sounds on drums and guitar. Like, if you're looking for a pedal that's going to do both, I thoroughly recommend the double treble from SCAT. I've got to say that is possibly one of the nicest distortions I have heard. So, this double treble, definitely. Put it on the drums, put it on your 303. This thing is going to make it absolutely sound fucking awesome. It's got the most functionality, absolutely. There, you know, you can change the noises so much. Like, the Behringer pedal that we all heard at the beginning of the show had a lot of tweakable parameters to it, but nothing like this. Nothing like this. Oh, and when you pair it up from 1 to 2, it sounds incredible. So, this is a must-have for anybody who uses distortion. This is a must. This is an absolute must. I will say. Will it will it stop me from using the Matthias Soccer one? I don't know. I don't know. So, out of the pedals that we have had seen, this one for my bass, 100%. That goes on my bass regardless. That goes on my 303 for sure. And that goes on both comfortably. Like absolutely comfortably. So, I may have a few distortion pedals for sale at the moment because, yeah, because that just absolutely takes away the biscuit. It really does. And then for a guitar pedal, I would thoroughly recommend the Plasma. It's got some odd little noises in there. Really, really has. Okay, so my top 3 pedals out of all of the ones that we have listened to tonight have to be for a 303. I would use that, the Matthias Soccer one. Unfortunately, there are only 5 available in the entire fucking world, so getting hold of one is like rocking horse shit. You ain't going to find it. So that's going on my 303. That's going on my bass, for sure. That is a guitar pedal. It sounded nice with the 303, but it gave it a little bit of a metallic edge. But that is lovely. Absolutely lovely. For a guitar. And then for an all-rounder with some fucking clout on those kicks, that's what you want. That is what you want. The SCAT double treble pedal. Okay. Well, I hope you've all had fun with me this evening. I have had fun testing all those pedals out. My least favourite out of all of them has to be that one, the DS1. I've got to say the sound that came out of that was very fucking disappointing. I would rather have the Ultra Metal from Behringer over that. And I've got to say that I think the non-branded one had a better sound than this one as well. So this is literally sitting at the bottom of the pile. Yeah, and everything else comes on from it. I think this had a better sound. I think the Behringer had a better sound. I think everything else had a better sound, to be honest. Yeah, it's a shame on the Boss one, because I've heard a lot of people have this pedal, but for me it didn't stack up. If anything, the clone that's on the actual TD3 sounded better than what the thingy did. So yeah, my top 3. Well, I mean it depends on like for 303s, I would choose this one, and potentially the Big Muff for 303s. For kicks, I would choose the Double Trouble and the little Wild West pedal for kicks and drums. For guitar, again, they're all different. For guitar, I would absolutely use that one and the Big Muff. So, you have all helped me this evening figure out where I'm going to put all these bits and pieces, which is great. So thank you all for joining me this evening. I didn't expect it to be 2 hours long. 2 hours, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So yeah, if you're in the market for a distortion pedal at the moment, like this is a frightening price compared to some of the pedals out there. Like I say, I didn't buy this new, but yeah, it's a frightening price. But sitting nicely within the mid-range for it is this little bugger. The Distortion, Double Trouble Distortion. Yeah, the Wild West is the quirky one that I mentioned earlier. Like I say, it's got 5 knobs on it, 2 limiters, a compressor, volume, and something else. And yeah, good for drums. Finds little sweet spots in drums. But if you are in the market for a pedal that is readily available, I believe I got the last one that was made for a little while though, so you'd have to tap Aaron up and ask him. If you want it for your 303, this is the one. And I would thoroughly recommend this, but you'll have to go and tap up Matthias Soccer for one of these, and you'll have to badger him because yeah, Does the Sherman filter bank do distortion? Not really. I mean, if you want to go into that a little bit, she's running through my. Oh, I forgot to do that one, but that one is a little bit different. So it's a modular distortion. The where are we? There we are. The Sherman goes through my edge at the moment, and this is what she sounds like. The Sherman adds harmonics. It's not really distortion. That's what she sounds like on her own. That's what the Sherman sounds like in her. So it's not really. So, not really distortion as such. And I've not mastered the Sherman yet. She is very, very temperamental. So yeah, that's why I didn't include her in this one. But she does add some lovely harmonics to kicks. And yeah, and she just adds harmonics. But she is a little bit wayward. Okay, we have come to the end, and for an all-round pedal, I'm gonna. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Oh, there she is. For an all-round pedal that is absolutely available and on the market at the moment, like, I'm pretty sure these are up at like £89 or something, and you get 2 fucking knobs on them. The S-Cat one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 knobs, you know, and a lot of character to the sound, which is what you want. So for me, this one sits at the bottom of the pile. It's just donkey turds. And this one sits at the top of the pile, which is offering you loads and loads and loads of options, which is great. Right. We have come to the end of tonight's show. I didn't expect it to be 2 hours long, but hey-ho, it is, and that is not a problem. Please join me on Saturday, where we will be in Michael Walker's studio for the Unsigned Review Live Part 2 on tour of 2025. Sadly, it won't be from a sauna, which is a bit disappointing. But yeah, join me on Saturday, and if you have a track for Saturday's show, this is the place for you. Let me just get it up, and I'll put a little link in to the... So if you want a track to be reviewed by me, Elsa, and Michael Walker, then that is the place for you to put it, just there. So far we have 42 tracks in the thread, so we've probably got a room for about 10 more before we go over the 3-hour limit. Okay. That's that. It has been a Pierrot the Acid Clown production for talking about distortion pedals. Some were great, some were awesome, some were very, very disappointing. But at least I now know where I'm going to put most of my stuff on my distortion pedals, which is great. Hold on 2 seconds. I'm just going to play you out with something. Let's just find... Who should we play you out with? Oh, yeah, let's do a bit of that. All right, let's go into the middle of that. Right. So, yeah. Thank you all for joining me this evening. Sorry I couldn't get to comments. I will go through the comments and address them if there was any bits that I missed. But yeah, thank you all for joining me this evening. Join me on Saturday for the second URL on tour of 2025. Yes, there's still a show as normal next Tuesday, Bad Badger. Chat, if we get too many tracks, then I'll have to carry them over because we have a 3-hour limit on the Honest, I'm fucking bricking it. Don't worry, Michael. Everything will be fine. You seem like a nice, happy chap. You're chatty, you're talkative, you have an opinion, and that's great. That's exactly what we want. So yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine, mate. You will absolutely be fine. You're an articulated guy. You know, you come across really well. You know, welcome to the party. Point two as well. All right, I'm going to stop rabbiting on and leave you with a bit of Sibby from the Clown Army sound system, and just remind you to meet me here on my YouTube channel at 5 o'clock on Saturday, where we will be in Michael Walker's studio. I did say I'd bring the Sherman filter bank up for you to have a play with as well, there, fella. So I will 100% do that. Happy birthday, Jordan, for your 21st. I believe that was on Monday, so that was yesterday. Happy birthday, Jordan. And yeah, thank you all for joining me this evening. It's been a pleasure chatting Distortion with you. Oh, Panic Poos are plenty. Absolutely, Michael Walker. Absolutely. There will be one from your toilet for sure as a promo. So yeah, thank you all for joining me this evening. It was great walking you through to some Distortion. Some were great, some were not so great, some were fantastic. And that is what tonight has shown. So yeah. I am off. I will see you on Saturday for the URL on tour part 2. Hostable says, peace out, cheers for the info. Hey, not a problem. I'm a great advocate of SCAT, and I think they make quality machines. And that double trouble distortion is no exception to the rule. In fact, it absolutely proves the rule. So if you want a decent distortion, then that is the one to go for. It really, really is. If you can persuade Matthias Soccer to build you one, then that is the one to go for as well. Do not go for a Boss DS1. Is my advice on that. Right, I'm off. I will see you on Saturday for the URL on tour part 2 of 2025. Catch you later, you beautiful humans.
I'ma get back to the mix that I won't give. Before I get into the money, now I'm active in there. Job, same shit, 2 days in a week. 15 away, just living in my dream. Said I wanna leave, stuck in a cycle. Take a knees, taking the mic, pocket getting live if I put it in the ground. Clown Army! Go get fucked. My brow on power with a dice vagina. Spitting it on one till I get inside her. But when I was a teen, it was all just a dream and an all just a dream, and I seen it there. Turned around with the scene, it was all just a dream, and I looked into the scene and I seen it there. She didn't really mean what she said to me, but she never really seen what she seen it there. Remember with a teen, it was all just a dream, and I looked into the dream and I seen it there. Motherfucking Clown Army sound system, bitch! Woo! Oh! It's a bit darker, this one. Oh! Oh! All right. You can tell I like bass, right? Reason forever, man.
Sippy on this so much to go down. I
Don't care what the fuck you're after. Smiles and fitness, pretend laughter. Issue when you die, you bastard. Sippy on this so much to go down. I don't care what the fuck you're after. Issue when you pretend laughter. Issue when you die, you bastard.
too much drama.
Silly bastard, call me you when you get plastered. Calling me a higher righteous laugh right at you, silly bastard. I will love you, know you bastard. If I bought a fucking issue, me and you face to face chat and none of this. I got jokes, I'll call you up. So my bass is don't give a fuck. Who the fuck you think I am? You can take that bitch, not me, man. You made a mistake. Everybody get one. It's fine, you're fake. Carry on, cunt.
Sippy on this so
I'm
much
about
to
to
go
go
down.
dark, I don't care what the fuck you're after. Smiles and fitness, pretend laughter. Issue when you die, you bastard. See your lips, I'm about to go dark, I don't care what the fuck you're after. Smiles and fitness, pretend laughter. Issue when you die, you bastard.
Sippy on this so much to go down. I
Don't care what the fuck you're after.
Smiles and fitness, pretend laughter. Issue when you die, you bastard. Sippy on this so much to go down. I don't care what the
Fuck you're after.
Smiles and fitness, pretend laughter. Issue when you die, you bastard.
He said, she said, I don't care.
Sippy on this so much to go down.
Talking about you, I don't care.
Don't care what the fuck you're after.
He said, she said, I don't care.
Issue when you die, you bastard.
He said, she said, I don't care. Talking about you, I don't care. He said, she said, I don't care. I just don't care. He said, she said, I don't care. Talking about you, I don't care. He said, she said, I don't care. I just don't care. Fuck him. Fuck all this silly cunt. Cause I know I'm awesome, so fuck off. I don't care. Yeah, so what is the stupid cunt, but that's not my concern. He may soon run out of luck when karma takes a turn. Got me on the crafting shit when karma starts to burn. Yeah, life could be a bitch, you bring it all to the universe. He said, she said, I don't care. Talking about you, I don't care. He said, she said, I don't care. I just don't give a fuck. Nah, I don't care, no fucks to share. I care for the kid, care for the stare, care for the mix, I don't for the rap, care for the rap. Nah, I don't care, no fucks to share. I care for the kid, care for the stare, care for the mix, I don't for the rap. Nah, I don't care, no fucks to share. I care for the kid, care for the stare, care for the mix, I don't for the rap. Care for the music, how it match you. Ooh, your beauty, breathe, and I feel the shit that's real. We could be spinning your wheel, ha! Keep living inside of your negativity. Why you care enough to tell me I won't fight, so why try tell me toxic bullshit? Hate is lethal, don't need shit. Care for the music, care for the people, love for the eyes. Bars get deeper, hate get weak. Bass get deep, wanna earn my speaker. Care for the music, care for the people, listen or talk. Equally feeble, don't give a toss, mate. Keep your soul out my treacle.
I will trickle, relax a little.
Take me to a place where I'm feeling tranquil. Alright, this one's brand new, so I might struggle with remembering the words. I'll try. Many people, many drama. Many drama, bring more stress. More stress in my head, bring pain to my chest. More stress in my head, unnecessary drama. Many people, many drama. Bring more stress in my head, bring pain to my chest. And I'm my best when
People bring that negativity, can have your shit around me.
just cause you like shit, why you try to bring me down?
There's no need to.
I don't wanna be like you, I wanna be me, do what I do. Seal of me, keep a circle tight, be friends, my face, but stop at my ass for the tea, never do that again. Pouring my heart to my so-called friend, never fall long, everybody in my ends, asking me questions, being friends, fuck them. I moved on my ring, got a whole lot tighter, and better days, I was pulling on James, I was doing 2 day all-nighters. The very next day, found out what an was told my brother and liar, now that's a motherfucker right there. I don't wanna be like you. 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 I wanna be me. I wanna be me. Now on the TV, too much drama, too many people looking at. I like the things that keep me calm, my music smiling, looking at. Whenever saw you, I got queasy, now I can't get enough of that. When nobody see you, I have it racing, see your face, we on that type of shit that take me higher. I'm certainly a fan of that. Take me away from all that drama, twist me, turn me, take me higher. Wish I could stay with you forever, letting go when I'm off my back like yeah. Lean back. Alright, back to the bass now. That was a bit of a breakdown.
drama, twist me, turn me, take me higher.
Okay, baby! Yes!
Take me, take me, take me higher.
That's the shit I'm fucking talking about. Tip bars is hardest, written's hardest. Tip bars is dark, honest. Tip bars is hard, written's hardest. Tip bars is dark. Tip bars is hardest, written's hardest. Bars is dark, it's gothic, not this bars of power. With an axe vagina, hold me tight, I'll build a kinda.